Welcome back to Northwest News. In this week's edition, we cover Greek Week's Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader event, the Wellness Scholarly Showcase, and more. You're watching Northwest News. Thanks for tuning into Northwest News, the show where we provide the latest coverage on the Northwest Missouri State University campus and in the Maryville community. I'm Libby Ehlers.
And I'm Shelby Singleton. Before we get into this week's episode, be sure to hit that notification bell for the latest news coverage as well as other KNWT content.
On Wednesday, April 3rd, the School of Health, Science, and Wellness held a scholarly showcase that allowed members of their school to share their research interests, projects, and ideas. The showcase was sponsored by their local chapter, Psi Chi, an honor society in psychology, along with the School of Health, Science, and Wellness. Reporter Shelby Singleton had the opportunity to attend.
Last week, the School of Health, Science, and Wellness held a scholarly showcase that allowed their students to share their research projects with other fellow faculty and students.
Okay, so the Scholarly Showcase is something that the Psi Chi, the International Honor Society of Psychology, has facilitated, and there's multiple purposes of it. So one purpose of it is to help build a culture of research and promote and showcase that within the School of Health, Science, and Wellness. So that's very much in line with the vision of Psi Chi. Another thing with that is that we would like to help our faculty and our students understand some of the work that's being done by their colleagues. It's to really showcase that. And then also we have students that are going to the Midwestern Psychological Association Conference. So we have intentionally scheduled this so that they will have an opportunity to present their research before they go to the conference, so it gives them a nice friendly audience to do that with, and also lets the people here at Northwest know what the students are doing as well. So everybody benefits from that. So we have several projects. Again, we have 4 presentations, oral presentations that are being given with faculty and students, and then we have 4 student posters that are being presented. So I have the opportunity to co-present with a couple of my students. We're doing a project that's focused on education majors' views of children, as well as about some other things in society, and so that's one of the presentations that we're going to be giving.
I was able to talk to 2 students about what they thought benefited them the most from being able to present their projects.
It's a great way to practice before we go to conferences. So the research that we're presenting on cognitive psychology, we're actually taking to Chicago for the Midwest Psych Association. So this is getting us a test run to be able to run it with kind of a smaller audience before we go to a national conference. And then I know a lot of us have other conferences that we're presenting at, so it's just a great way to practice. And then also see what other people are doing on campus, other research that we might not have known was happening until now.
Because I started this project about a year ago in Research Methods 1, so throughout that entire class and through Research Methods 2, it really just helped me to apply that learning and just see what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And this was a very good beginner for that, especially to get into grad school. So this just deals with the application and my future plans.
For the stories that matter to you, I'm Shelby Singleton reporting for Northwest News.
It's always inspiring to see the dedication and integrity of students and faculty as they dive deeper into important areas of research. Now stick with us as we take you through this week's highlight of the Missourian as reported by Managing Editor Wesley Miller.
The men's basketball program at Northwest Missouri State University boasts an impressive streak of 11 consecutive MIAA regular season titles and has clinched 8 of the last 9 conference tournament titles. Notably, it has secured 4 national championships, including the only 3-peat in Division II history.
Leading this remarkable team was Coach Ben McCollum, honored as a 5-time National Association of Basketball Coaches Coach of the Year and 9-time MAAA Coach of the Year. However, McCollum's tenure at Northwest has come to an end.
After years of speculation and off-season rumors, the fears of Bearcat fans came true as McCollum transferred to the Division I ranks, announced as the new coach for Drake University men's basketball on April 1st.
With McCollum's departure, an era closes for Northwest. Guiding standout players like Trevor Hudgens and the program's all-time leading scorer, McCollum leaves behind a legacy of success as he embarks on his first Division I coaching role back in his home state of Iowa.
Junior guard Isaiah Jackson, reflecting on McCollum's departure, expressed happiness for his coach's opportunity, acknowledging McCollum's long-awaited move to Division I coaching.
For the first time since 2009, the basketball team will search for a new head coach, tasked with maintaining the legacy of success that McCollum leaves behind. For more on these stories, be sure to check out KNWMissouriNews.com or pick up a paper out of the boxes on campus.
When we come back, I had the opportunity to attend Greek Week event. You're watching Northwest News.
KNWT for Hire is all about sharing a story, a message, and connecting the community. We cover a multitude of events, both within the university and Maryville. We roll in, we set up, and we capture. We're here to offer an experience, not only for those present, but for all.
Northwest Tower Yearbook has dedicated over a century to documenting life on campus and in the Maryville community. The award-winning organization has numerous Pacemaker Awards and a spot in the Associated Collegiate Press Hall of Fame. Learn more about Tower at the handles below.
Thank you for sticking with us, and welcome back to Northwest News. Follow us as we take a deeper dive into another Northwest Missourian highlight, as reported by Assistant News Editor Dakota Oswald.
Northwest hosted 2 impactful events on April 2nd. Walk a mile in her shoes and take back the night. These annual gatherings are integral parts of national movements dedicated to combating gendered sexual violence.
At the heart of the nationwide Walk a Mile in Her Shoes initiative is a mission to challenge and dismantle gender stereotypes and expectations. Men participating in the event symbolically step into women's high-heeled shoes, marching a mile to raise awareness about the causes, effects, and solutions to sexualized violence rooted in societal biases.
Jackson Faulkner, Vice President of Philanthropy and Financial Services for Northwest Interfraternity Council, took on a new role this year as coordinator of the event. His objective was to amplify awareness and ensure robust participation.
Faulkner had this to say: "The whole event itself is to raise awareness for sexual violence, and we'll hear some red heels to fully walk a mile in her shoes and kind of give us a perspective of women and how they may have to deal with different challenges and perspectives in their lives. And so not only are we mentally, but we are physically walking a mile in another woman's shoes."
The fraternity members embarked on their journey outside the J.W. Jones Student Union, starting at the Bell Tower and going all the way to Nottoway County Courthouse and back. Faulkner hoped the event would shed light on gender disparities within the community and demonstrate support for survivors of sexual violence.
Reflecting on the prevalence of sexual violence on college campuses, Faulkner stressed the importance of education and community engagement in addressing this issue. He emphasized that events like these serve as rally points that unify individuals to share a mission of raising awareness and fostering support for survivors.
For more on these stories, check out NW Missouri News or pick up a paper out of the boxes on campus.
On Wednesday, April 3rd, Fraternity and Sorority Life met in the PAC for a spirited competition during one of Greek Week's many events. Greek Week serves as a accumulation of academic year, fostering unity among Greek organizations and providing students with an opportunity to unwind after months of hard work. Reporter Libby Ehlers is on the scene and brings us to the highlights from the event, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?, as students put their knowledge to the test.
The Northwest Missouri State University Fraternity and Sorority Life Community, also known as FSL, participated this past week in their second annual Greek Week competition. I had the opportunity to attend the Greek Week Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader competition in the Maryland Auditorium, where the FSL community partnered with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Nottoway County, a youth mentoring program here in Maryville. At this event, members of Big Brothers Big Sisters and their mentors went head-to-head in a series of trivia questions in order to win points for their teams. During the event, I spoke with Bailey Burrows, a member of the Northwest Missouri State University Panhellenic Council, to talk about her experience with Greek Week and her perspective on sorority life.
Honestly, I really love Greek Week. I feel like it gives us a chance to get to know other chapters outside of just like whatever homecoming participation we have with them. Gives us a chance to like find relationships inside and outside of our own chapters. So that's been great. My favorite event that we've done, I think that probably watching everybody go up against the fifth graders for Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader has been hilarious so far. So I'm excited to see who wins it all. As cheesy as it sounds, I feel like you really do get those lifelong partnerships and just friendships with it. Just a really great chance to branch out and really discover who you are as a person too.
I also spoke with Sal Bonadonna, the Interfraternity Council president, to learn more about the FSL community and the impact that they have had on his college career.
It's been the greatest decision I've made in college so far, and I've been here for 3 years. It's given me so many leadership opportunities as well as chances to give back to organizations who are raising money for a great cause like St. Jude's Children's Hospital, as well as service opportunities and just, giving back to the community that supports Northwest, which is Maryville. I really want to applaud our Greek Week board, our exec officers this year. They've done a phenomenal job at just planning all the events, going based off of the bylaws, which is a crucial point when it comes to competition and stuff like that. So I think it's gotten better since last year, and I cannot wait to see what the next Greek Week board has to do.
For more on this topic, check out the FSL Instagram page at Northwest_FSL and also the Greek Week Instagram page as well, at NWMSU_Greek Week. Reporting for Northwest News, this is Libby Ehlers.
Keep up with the Greek Week Instagram at NWMSU_Greek Week for more highlights and updates from the exciting events happening throughout Greek Week as fraternity and sorority members continue to showcase their spirit and camaraderie.
Stick with us through the commercial break because when we come back, reporter Katie Bird will take us to the Northwest Awards and Recognition Ceremony. You're watching Northwest News.
Counselor from Lafayette and St. Joe.
We also want to hear from you guys, so leave a...
I'm your host, Garrett Bevins.
It's not.
So these are his...
Right side pass finds Waters. A three-pointer on the way. Good.
Life happens in an instant. Let us help you be a part of it. Live for you to enjoy.
Welcome back to Northwest News, the place where you can find news and whereabouts on what's happening in the Northwest and Maryville community.
The Northwest Awards and Recognition Ceremony was held this past week, and reporter Katie Bird was able to fill us in.
On the afternoon of Monday, April 1st, the Northwest Awards and Recognition Ceremony was held at the J.W. Jones Student Union. This event awarded outstanding faculty, staff, and students, featuring an array of snacks and refreshments for all attendees. I spoke with Krista Barkis, the interim vice president of culture, who gave me a rundown about the event and spoke on her part of it.
Yeah, so today's day is an awesome day to recognize faculty, staff, and students for various positions, various activities that they're involved in on campus. We have a Student Employee of the Year award that we give out to just a student employee who is nominated from his department for just being awesome. So I was just a small key part into organizing this. We do have a committee that organizes this, and then Kaylee Coulter from our marketing team. My favorite part really is all of it, just the whole recognition, celebration, just learning about what faculty, staff, and students are doing and their contributions to Northwest and just the pride that they have at Northwest.
I also spoke with Dr. Shay Malone, Assistant Vice President of Diversity and Inclusion, who spoke on her department's key role in the ceremony.
Today we gave out the Diversity and Inclusion Awards. Those awards are given out during the MLK Peace Brunch or the celebration of Martin Luther King. I would say one of the favorite things about Northwest is just seeing how much our students do and how much they contribute to Northwest and the mission, how involved they are in terms of student organizations. Some of the students that were nominated and even some of the students who won awards, not only were they in several student organizations, but they worked on campus, they worked off campus, they were part of community service. So it's just amazing to see how much our students do here at Northwest.
This annual event may feature even more awards next year. Reporting for Northwest News, I'm Katie Bird.
Well, that's all the time we have for Northwest News. Be sure to go to the description below to rewatch certain sections of our show.
And be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all the latest news and updates. This has been Northwest News. Thank you for watching.